When I start shooting, all y'all gonna clear out.
So you guys know how I made that video today, right? I was looking through the comment section of that video and I was like, man, the comment section is ruthless. But at the same time, what we're going to talk about is exactly why. And even though I think it's sad, I think it's tragic. More so, I think it's sad and tragic because we didn't need to go this route. I think we could have went the route of the game release. It's a fun game. Everyone loves it, everyone's happy, and then boom. But the fact that the developers were super cocky with a bad vision, and then the players, we have a tendency to get pretty aggressive, myself included, bro. A lot of people's like, you do this too, Moonsalt, and I never said that I don't, right? I uploaded probably more rants than any other Tekken content creator, but at the same time I done so with the hopes that the game would get better and the developers would understand what they have done wrong, right? There's a goal, and the goal isn't just to push the developers down and make them feel bad. The goal is to educate. On that point, a lot of their problems is coming from their ability to get themselves into trouble on Twitter. Yes, the game has a flawed philosophy and is poorly balanced, but if you think about how there's many games who have that same issue, but you don't have these developers running around talking trash. Think about some of the most controversial gaming moments in history. It usually involves the developers saying something stupid. Do you guys not have cell phones? You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's things like that. The Tekken developers create moments like that almost every day where they're saying something and they're doing something and it is just the craziest thing ever. It's like, bro, why on earth are you saying and doing that? At this point in time, you know what the fallout's going to be. You know what people are going to, you know how people are going to respond. This isn't 2019 anymore where why sidestep where you could just block it and you're surprised by the backlash. Like, bro, this is 6 years later. You know how players are going to react if you go on any type of rant on Twitter. The balancing team, Nakatsu, Mishima Star, why when all of those guys are working so hard to put this game back on track, why are you on Twitter popping off and making things worse? Just let those guys work. You're making it so much harder on the balancing team just by yapping. Michael Murray says, I blocked so many people, the man himself. In the video that I did, I said Hideo Kojima, and then the comment section was so like upset. Whenever I mispronounce or misinterpret a word or just mispronounce anything, the comment section be so, they take it like it's a personal attack. You know, it's like, my bad, like, all right, my fault, I misread the word, you know. But besides the point, we looked at this person was asking for more documentaries, and then Michael Murray basically was saying that people complain so much to where it won't happen, right? Now, we went through that, but what happened a little bit later, Michael Murray responded to another person. This person says, the fact that you blocked longtime Tekken creators is crazy. They were giving normal, decent criticisms pointed towards helping fix the game, and you decided to block them. Back when Michael Murray, Harada, and Yasuda Esports blocked me, I would say I deserved it. I would also say that I wasn't wrong in my criticism, but fair enough, I deserved it. I was talking a lot of trash about monetization. I was, you know, showing quotes. I was doing this. I was popping off. I've deserved it. Fair. But a lot of these other people who are giving you direct balancing feedback that you asked for you to turn around and ban those guys or restrict their, you know, commentary privileges is pretty shady. It's pretty messed up. Michael Murray knows when he does certain things, it's going to get backlash. Blocking people, responding, it seems like he just doesn't care. But why do you not care when so much is at stake? Your game, your development team, all of your players, the franchise. If Tekken 8 really fails hard, like a lot of people think it will, Tekken will disappear like some of these other fighting games where players are sitting around waiting for the next one. Soul Calibur. So for Michael Murray to be playing these games, it's crazy because there's so much at risk. In response to this tweet, Michael Murray says who? Question mark. People who lie about stuff all the time. Question mark. Go to college and learn to think for yourself. That's like, what does he expect? Come on, Michael. Michael. What are you, Michael? What is he? Bro, I don't support the attacking of the developers. I don't support the hate. I don't support any of that stuff. But I would be a fool to say that Michael Murray is not bringing it upon himself. Can you please just try to be professional for 1 minute? Michael, I understand your frustration, but acting this way doesn't help. You are one of the main reasons Tekken is almost a Discord game. I need you to go engage in a bit more self-awareness, dude. So picking up where I left off, he is just rapid firing responding to players. One person says, let the player base say whatever, hate or love. At the end of the day, if one states 10 hateful comments and 1 constructive criticism, that can push the game forward. The latter would have more weight by a large margin. Michael Murray says, I agree. Who was blocked that didn't say hateful stuff? Not just me, but the stuff some of you say about Nakatsu is way over the line. I blocked those people too. I don't believe what these people with the agendas say. Have you met me? Did I treat you badly? Someone says misplaced stuff. Michael Murray says, I wish you went over everyone's comments as deeply as you do mine. I don't need more bots with 0 followers following just to harass. If we take a little step back and we look at another thread, someone says, I'm one of the few people in the community who don't have a bone to pick with you, and even I think this is an incredibly immature and inappropriate response. This has done nothing but turn the community against you more, and it's getting harder to say that they're not right. Michael Murray says, did I call out anyone specifically? Honestly, some of you guys have a bone to pick. Here, Michael Murray responds to himself and says, I'm not your punching bag, and just because I am an employee of a big company doesn't mean I have to tolerate it. Maybe you guys should check out major publishers' official release about consumer harassment. Another response here from him says, in hindsight, that was not the best way to respond. My apologies. So he apologizes to this initial tweet here that triggered all of this, which shows that the players were right. The players were right because they said his response was inappropriate, but then he's saying that his response is not inappropriate, but then he apologizes because he himself realized it's inappropriate. He then goes on to say, I stand by the fact that too many people are taking rumors at face value without due diligence, but I didn't have to be condescending about it. And I do give credit to him for admitting that he was unhinged in his response, because that's really all that we're trying to get across, is that he doesn't have to fight fire with fire, hate with hate, toxicity with toxicity. Just let those crazy individuals be crazy, report their Twitter accounts, mute their Twitter accounts, and then move on with your day. But also, don't treat people who are constructively criticizing your game with that same level of energy. Someone else here says, social media is not a good idea to have a conversation with people who have a vendetta against you and the rest of the dead team. Michael Murray says, yeah, I knew this and I still fell for it. And this is where he makes a totally brand new post to address all of this. He says, man, I broke my own rule. Guess I'm just stressed. Personal attacks on members of the dev team, online bullying of people who just picked up the game and said they're having any type of fun. It's election time in Japan and a rising right-wing sentiment against non-Japanese. To the chill people I see at events, you still have my undivided attention at Evo, and you can tell me anything you want. Everyone is fighting their own battle, just wanted at least some people to have a compassion for him. That's what I try to do, bro. Because I know full and well what it's like to get hate, bro. I know what it's like to have Twitter tagging you and stuff, sending you garbage, talking trash. I know. I just experienced that like a week and a half ago. I know full and well what that's like. It's terrible. But also, if you know what that is like, why do you continuously put yourself in that situation? That's what I don't get. Yeah, like bro said, just turn the computer off. Just turn your computer off, turn your phone off, lock your phone, and walk away. And that's exactly what I did. When people were tagging me and all this stuff, I was like, nah, I'm good. And I went and watched like Godfather. I watched the Godfather trilogy. You know what I mean?